I should have made some more tea. It's going to be a long ass video. I hope not. But we're going to talk about fans disgust with the IBF for stripping Golovkin. And now, likely, they're going to strip Mikey Garcia if he doesn't vacate. I'm pretty sure he's going to vacate like very soon. He was ordered by the IBF to get a deal done with number one contender Richard Commey to fight for the IBF title later on this year. Richard Commey had already taken step-aside money for Mikey Garcia versus Robert Easter to happen. Mikey Garcia is the WBC and IBF 135-pound champion. This is from the official IBF website. They haven't updated their rankings yet. So for those who don't know, let's just do a little bit of rankings 101. When you're a champion, right, whether it's with the WBC, WBA, WBO, or in this case, we're talking to IBF, you have to fight somebody in the top 15 for voluntary defense. So we've learned with the WBC is that you can get at least 3 voluntary defenses in before you fight your mandatory. In the case of the IBF, they usually give you 1. But in a perfect world, it would be a year. So for example, championship fighters usually fight twice a year. They want to fight 3 times a year, but the norm is about twice a year. So if you're an IBF champion, you would fight somebody of your choosing, and then a mandatory somebody of your choosing, and then a mandatory, unless an injury situation comes up with you or you're tied up because the IBF allowed you to fight another fight for a unification, then they create an interim belt. But it can be really, really confusing to you guys, and I can understand it. You know how people are wondering, well, damn, Mikey Garcia just won the belt. How is he going to have a fight a mandatory? Like, come on, you know? So, in the case of Richard Commey, Robert Easter was supposed to fight him. They allowed Robert Easter to fight Mikey Garcia, and Richard Commey take a step aside. In this case, Mikey Garcia inherited that, so therefore Mikey Garcia knew ahead of time that he would have to fight Richard Commey. He knew when he signed up to fight Robert Easter. He knew even in negotiations. Well, yeah, there's Richard Commey. He's gotta, like fight, and you're gonna have to fight if you win. So Mikey Garcia's probably been planning on fighting Errol Spence for quite some time. By the way, this is an interview he did on August the 3rd, which was Friday. Right now it's the 7th. Right now, what time is it? 9:03 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And there's an interview that people have been telling me to look for, and I can't find it, where he was talking about he is going to, vacate the title. I haven't watched Eli Sekback. There's too many videos to sort through to find it. But from my understanding, it's looking like he's going to vacate that IBF title, as the IBF has given him until August the 30th to get a deal done with Richard Commey for them to fight sometime later on in a year. It's not happening. He's going up to fight Errol Spence, and if he comes back down, he'll still be WBC Emeritus Champion, and he'll have to fight the winner of Luke Campbell versus Yvonne Mendy, which is going to take place on the undercard of Joshua versus Povetkin. So he'll probably be able to keep his WBC title, or at least a portion of it, in regards to WBC emeritus status or champion. And it's not going to be champion in resets. It's going to be like a emeritus status or something like that. Also, pay attention in the next couple of months if he pops up in the IBF rankings at 147 pounds. But like I said, it's looking like it's going to happen. The promoters are on board. Errol Spencer said that Al Heyman, was on board with it. He told that to the media at Mikey Garcia's last fight. Pay-per-view, it's going to be in December, because Joshua versus Tyson Fury is supposed to be in November. So it's looking like it's going to happen, unless something, crazy happened. And saying this fight is happening is crazy, but it's looking like the fight's going to happen. There's so many people that want to know why Mikey Garcia is doing it, but it's a win-win situation for him. People are saying he's brave enough to go up from 135 to fight the boogeyman at 147, or at least one of the boogeymans. I guess, Spence is like fucking Michael Myers, and Terrence Crawford is like Freddy Krueger, because he is haunting their dreams, and he is kind of owning Errol Spence on Twitter right now, like when he be coming at him, and his sister. But I'm gonna let you listen to a little bit of this. I'm sure there's a whole interview somewhere. I couldn't find it. This was just this chick. By the way, she's bad.
En el estudio el tetracampeón del mundo en 4 divisiones distintas, Mikey Garcia. Es un gusto tenerte y has venido con 2 de tus cinturones.
Eran los 2 cinturones de mi última pelea. En la última pelea del sábado pasado unifiqué mi título. Yo ya era campeón del CMB, unifiqué contra Robert Easter, que era campeón de la federación. Pues conseguí otro cinto mundial, otro campeonato para la colección en peso ligero, 135 libras. Pues es el triunfo hasta ahorita más grande de mi carrera.
¿Cuántos tienes en total?
Campeonatos mundiales son 4 divisiones,
¿sí?
Son 5 campeonatos que he conseguido, y si incluimos el de Ring Magazine, pues sería 6º campeonato.
¿Y la próxima pelea? ¿Cuándo?
Ya estamos planeando hacer otra pelea a finales del año, por ahí en diciembre, y me gustaría subir de división nuevamente a ahora peso welter en busca de un 5º campeonato en 5ª división.
Yeah, see, I understood that whole last part. December, you know, he's moving up to 147. See, Rosetta Stone. I haven't used Rosetta Stone in like a couple years though. But anyway, I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. I mean, you know, in regards to this subject, there's really, you know, no more to talk about. I guess over the last 2 videos we've done, you know, we've covered all the details. He's got to fight Richard Commey or Vacate by the end of the month. So I expect in the next couple of weeks we're going to hear he's going to vacate, and then that's going to be another video I'm going to do, and then that's going to even enhance people's mind to think like, oh shit, he's really going to go up to fight Errol Spence. But in regards to Lomachenko's not leaving ESPN. The fight would have to happen on ESPN paper. It's not happening. So in regards to Errol Spence, shout out to him for going up. But also, you know, he seems to be a smart businessman, so he knows he can't lose in this situation. Even if he get knocked the fuck out, people are going to be like, yeah, you know. And then Errol Spence is going to get like taint on his name, because people are going to be like, his naysayers are going to be like, well, you fought a 135 pounder. And I can't imagine what fucking crazy shit Terrence Crawford is going to be talking on Twitter. And Terrence Crawford is a former 135-pound champion. Anyway, please subscribe. I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live.